Okay, so here in this document, we're looking at a political cartoon. The characters involved is Nelson Mandela and then presumably the South African government. Okay, we have four boxes here, and I want to pay special attention to that because they're meant to show time. So in the first box, it says, "In you go, Mandela." Okay, and you'll notice the people down here are very small. He goes into the prison. And now don't forget, Mandela spent 27 years in prison, locked up by the apartheid regime before he got freed and then became the president of South Africa, ending the apartheid. But he was there for 27 years. So he's in prison. He remains in prison here. Okay, in the next picture, whoops. And then in the third picture, it says, okay, you can come out now. The apartheid guards ask him out and look at the years here, 1990, right? So he went in 1962. They let him out in 1990. But now when he comes out, look how big he is, okay? Guess we showed him, says the guard. And he's a giant. So, the relationship here is like what happened as a result of Nelson Mandela being put in prison? Did he gain popularity? Did people support his movement because he was imprisoned by this apartheid regime? Did it bring attention on the international stage to this issue happening in South Africa with segregation and oppression of people? Okay. So this political cartoonist is trying to show you that, hey, look, they put him in jail and it made him a big figure. Okay. It brought attention to the things that they were doing that were bad. So, it kind of did the opposite of what they were trying to do. They were trying to put him in prison to kill the movement, to put it down. But as we know, when a government oppresses people to put down protests or a movement, what actually happens is it makes the movement stronger. So this is no different. They put Mandela in prison and he comes out stronger because of the fact that people now are running to his side to support him. Okay. So that's really important to keep in mind here. If we were talking about historical context, you'd want to mention, hey, it's the apartheid. They threw him in jail because his nonviolent methods weren't working. So he started using violent methods when they banned the African National Congress, and they threw him in jail in the 60s, and he remained there. But apartheid continued, oppression continued, and he basically turned into the symbol that the world looked at to say, look what's going on in South Africa. This is wrong. Okay. Now, as far as the purpose of this is meant to show, that the South Africans were wrong and that what they did here was actually make Mandela stronger. Okay. So that's the underlying message here. The audience here would be just people. It's trying to affect public opinion. This author likely wants you to agree with his opinion that, hey, putting him in jail was the wrong thing to do, not only, but it also made his movement stronger. Okay. Could there be a bias here? Possibly. This person clearly supports Mandela and clearly supports the idea that the reaction of the South African government towards Mandela's movement